Hi, Tom. It is good to see you again. So, where are you from originally?
I am from Canada.
Oh, nice. Canada.
Yes.
That is great.
Yes.
Okay. Stop the music. Tom, that was painful.
I know, Sarah. I felt it too. It was so awkward. I answered your question perfectly. I said, I am from Canada. My grammar was correct. My pronunciation was clear. Why did the conversation die?
Because, Tom, you treated the conversation like an interrogation. I asked a question and you gave an answer, but you did not give me anything else. You built a wall.
A wall?
Exactly. When you just say, I am from Canada, and stop speaking, you are putting a period at the end of the topic. You are essentially telling me, I am done talking. Then I have to work hard to think of a new question. That is why there was that terrible silence.
I see. I hate that silence. It makes me feel like my English is bad. But actually, my English is okay. I just don't know how to keep the ball moving.
That is a perfect way to describe it. Conversation is like a game of tennis. If I hit the ball to you and you catch it and put it in your pocket, the game ends. You have to hit it back.
So today, on Pocket English, we are going to fix this. We are going to teach you a simple 3-step pattern to kill the silence.
Yes, it is called the AAA technique, AAA. If you use this, you will never feel that awkward panic again. And before we start, if you want to feel more confident in your daily life, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We make these lessons specifically for people who want to speak natural English, not just textbook English.
So Sarah, what is the first A?
The first A is simple. It stands for answer. This is what you already do. When someone asks, where are you from? You say, I am from Canada. When someone asks, what do you do? You say, I am a teacher.
That part is easy. I did that in our bad example.
You did, but you stopped there. You need the second A. The second A stands for add. You need to add a detail.
What kind of detail?
Anything. It could be a feeling, a fact, or a habit. Think of it like a little gift you give to the listener. If you just say Canada, I have nothing to hold on to. But if you give me a detail, I can ask you about that detail.
Let me try. Instead of just saying, I am from Canada, I could say, I am from Canada. It is very cold there in the winter.
Perfect. That is a fact. Or you could share a feeling. I am from Canada. I really miss the nature there.
Or maybe a habit. I am from Canada. I usually go back once a year to visit my family.
Exactly. Now, do you feel the difference? If you say, I miss the nature there, I can immediately ask, oh, do you like hiking? You gave me a hook. You made it easy for me to talk to you.
Okay, so answer plus add. That covers my side of the story. But how do we pass the ball back?
That brings us to the third A. The third A is ask. You must ask a question back.
This is the step I always forget. I get so nervous about my grammar that I forget to care about the other person.
That is very common, but asking a question is the secret to being a good conversationalist. It takes the pressure off you. If you ask me a question, now I have to speak, and you can relax and listen.
So what question should I ask? Do I need to be creative?
Not at all. In fact, simple is better. You can memorize 3 magic phrases that work in almost every situation. The first one is, how about you?
How about you? That is easy.
It is the universal return. I am from Canada. It is very cold there. How about you?
The second phrase is, and you?
Short and sweet. I'm tired today. I had a long week. And you?
And the third one?
The third one is a specific question about the topic. For example, if we are talking about travel, you could ask, have you ever been there?
Okay, I think I understand the pattern now. Answer, add, ask.
Let's try our conversation again, Tom. But this time, use the AAA pattern. Ready?
I am ready.
So, Tom, where are you from originally?
I am from Canada. It is a beautiful country, but the winters are a little too long for me. How about you? Where are you from?
Oh, much better. Did you hear that? It flowed perfectly. When you said the winters are too long, I immediately wanted to ask you about the snow. But then you asked me where I am from, so the conversation kept moving naturally.
It felt much less stressful. I didn't feel like I was being interviewed. I felt like we were just chatting.
Let's try another topic. Let's talk about hobbies. Many learners just say, I like tennis, and stop. Tom, show us how to fix it with the AAA method.
Okay, imagine you ask me what I do for fun.
Tom, do you have any hobbies?
Step 1, answer. I like playing tennis. Step 2, add. I try to play every Sunday morning because it helps me relax. Step 3, ask. Do you play any sports, Sarah?
I do. I actually go swimming. See, we are flying now.
That second step, the add step, really helps me buy time too. While I am saying I play every Sunday, my brain has time to think of the question, do you play any sports?
That is a great point. It helps your fluency because you are controlling the rhythm. You are not just reacting, you are building the conversation.
I want our listeners to practice this right now. We cannot just listen, we have to speak.
Great idea. Listeners, imagine you are at a coffee shop. Tom is going to ask you a question. I want you to reply using the triple A method.
First, answer my question. Second, add one detail. Maybe say if you like it or hate it, or how often you do it. Third, ask me, how about you?
Don't worry if you make a mistake. Just try to fill the silence.
Okay, here is the question. What do you do? Do you have a job or are you a student?
Pause for listener to answer.
Did you do it? Did you say, I am a student? That is the answer. Did you add something like, it is really hard work, but I enjoy it? That is the add. And did you finish with, how about you?
If you did, congratulations. You just kept a conversation alive.
Let's try one more. This is a very common one on Monday mornings. How was your weekend?
Remember the steps. Answer, add a detail, ask back.
So, how was your weekend?
Pause for listener to answer.
I hope you didn't just say good. I hope you said something like, it was great. I went to the cinema with my friends. How was your weekend?
This pattern works for almost everything. Your job, your home, your family, your feelings. It turns English from a school subject into a connection tool.
And remember, the detail doesn't have to be amazing. You don't have to say, I climbed Mount Everest. You can just say, I stayed home and cleaned the house. That is enough. It shows you are human.
Exactly. Small details build big connections.
So here is your challenge for this week. For the next 7 days, every time someone asks you a question, even if it is in your own language, not English, practice this habit. Answer, add, ask.
If you do this for 1 week, it will become automatic. And when you switch to English, the structure will already be there in your brain. You won't have to think about it.
And you'll notice that people enjoy talking to you more. You will seem friendlier and more interested in them.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Pocket English. We really hope this simple tool helps you feel more relaxed when you meet new people.
If you found this helpful, please hit the like button. It helps other learners find this lesson so they can stop the awkward silence too.
Keep practicing your triple A pattern. Your English is growing one pocket-sized episode at a time. See you in the next lesson.